Good morning. Let's look at SPX on the monthly chart. We are still holding our little bull flag here. Definitely broke through our level of support, converted it to resistance. We have lots of room to move down to that next level of support on the monthly chart, but there's a lot of smaller time frame supports through here, so we definitely have some choppiness to consider on our way down. Looking at the weekly chart, we've been holding this weekly trend line really nicely. This is that previous rejection zone that we were talking about. This was the other rejection zone that we've been monitoring as well. So we tapped that one last week and then tumbled through both of them yet again. So we have our weekly support down here at about that 55.80 area. We have another support down here at that 40, I think it's 54.05 to 5400. And then our lower trend line that we've been holding since April 2024, so a year now, sits about 54.45. So we've got the support first, right, at this 54.80 to 70 area, and then we've got our trend line at 54.45 to keep in mind. The next level down is going to be that next support level if we break lower. We do have more support down here, but for right now, let's just see where we go from here. Will we reach back up and test this trend line, or will we come on down to that first support level and then test our trend line below? And then looking at the daily chart, we had been looking at this bear flag. We've been talking about it for quite a while now, and then we finally got our bear flag break to the bottom, to the lower side here. We rejected again in this rejection zone here. So what we're going to be watching for is a push back to test this trend line again. If we pull back to about 57.45, we need to stay below that area on any pullback to stay under this trend line and continue on down. So we could definitely continue on down through here. Might be a little bit choppy. This looks like a pretty choppy zone, and you can look left. We had we had this chop zone here that we were watching. We had another chop zone above us. So we've cleared this one, which is great. But when you keep looking left, we have a quadruple top right through here and another chop zone through here once we get lower. So that's about 54.90 area. So if we break those support levels and we continue on down, that's an area to watch, because that is definitely a bounce zone to keep in mind. So heading into next week, we can definitely see some more downside for sure. At some point, we should get a nice little pullback, like a relief bounce, before we seek some continuation. And that's always a great opportunity to go short again. If we go ahead and we push higher on Monday, I will be watching for this rejection zone first, and then this 57.45 to see if we can get that push up to the trend line. If we cannot break and we reject again, we can see another significant drop.